Welcome to Hot 97 News Atlanta. This is a brand new live news show where we talk about all the biggest news stories across the city. I am your host, Lana Harris, here with Rondell with 2 N's and Million.
Hey.
Boy, we made it to Friday.
We did.
Amen. Yes, it is February the 6th, and usually we start off this Black History Month with giving you 1 minute of Black excellence, but every Friday of Black History Month, we're going to hit you with a Black fact. It is Black Fact Friday.
Yeah.
Okay, so your Black fact today, presented by me, is that there are chains at the bottom of the Statue of Liberty's feet, and apparently it is a symbol of abolishing slavery. So you can see right there, there's a broken shackle and chain that sits at the statue's right foot, and then the chain goes kind of through the draperies of the dress there, and then reappears in front of her left foot, and the end link is broken. So you see that sitting right there? Yes. So it's dedicated in 1886 as a symbol that celebrated the Union's victory in the American Civil War and the abolition of slavery. Edouard de Laboulaye, the French political thinker who proposed this idea as a gift from France to the United States, was a firm supporter of Abraham Lincoln, the president, and his fight for ending slavery. But then after the statue was dedicated in 1886, the black press said, hold on now, America is still very racist. And they let it be known that racism and discrimination towards African Americans did not end with the Civil War or with the dedication of that statue. In fact, it continued on for more than a century. So as a result, the statue was not a symbol of freedom and justice for all to them, but of the bitter irony of America saying they were now a just and free society for all, when it really couldn't be further from the truth for all black people. So the real black fact is that the Statue of Liberty was the original gaslighter.
Black Fact Friday, baby.
Black Fact Friday, baby. Yeah, man.
The original gaslighter is hilarious.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yes. Okay, so to get into the news, there's been a lot of conversation these days about what to do about people who have been in this country for decades with no problem, but they technically are illegal immigrants. Should they get deported? Question here is, what if they were also an Army veteran? Because we have an Army vet here in Georgia that's facing deportation right now.
Yeah, that's right. Godfrey Wade, a U.S. Army veteran originally from Jamaica, has lived in the United States for more than 50 years. Wade was detained by ICE following a routine traffic stop, and he has spent months in immigration custody right now while his decades-old immigration case resurfaced. He failed to appear for his 2014 hearing, and his attorney disputes that Wade never actually received a notice because he just I think it was something wrong with his address. So they're saying that he was supposed to appear for something in 2014 in regard to his immigration status, but he failed to do that in 2014. Mind you, this is a veteran, and because he didn't do that, he's now in immigration custody right now, DHS custody right now.
Wow.
What do y'all think about that?
Man,
That's wild, because how can you still serve? How can you serve your country and then they throw you to the wayside like that? Like you just didn't do good for the country. Like
that's what I was kind of on the wave of. Like, if I gave my life potentially for this country, or I was planning to give my life for this country, if it came to it, I put it on the line at the very least. You gonna deport me for real?
Right. So basically what they're kind of arguing is like, yes, he did serve lawfully in the military, but later he lost his immigration protection due to his missed hearings and technical failures. So he had it at one point and missed it lost it because he had missed out on some hearings. So I didn't know that, you could serve for the country if he wasn't technically undocumented, but he was able, if you were technically not from America, but he was Jamaican and served also. It's still kind of sad to me though, because I'm thinking about it. It's like, why didn't you show up, dog?
No,
I'm just like,
that's not
the question.
That is
that's not the question.
It is crazy. It is crazy though that they will allow him like, hey man, you can go die for our country if you want, but it don't matter if you're undocumented or not. You can go die. But when you get done serving, make sure you go through the process of like actually becoming a citizen. Wait, what? So you just let me go out there and put my life on the line, and I wasn't a citizen, and it was okay for me to die for y'all when I wasn't a citizen but now that I'm done serving, I gotta become a citizen. I should have
Listen.
became a citizen while I was serving.
Listen, I feel like at that point, technically, if I get deployed, I should get at least an option to be an automatic citizen.
What?
You know what I mean? Like that should fast track me through the process because I was willing to die for you guys.
If that's
you know what I
not-
mean?
like,
What else can you ask someone to do?
dedication right there, bruh. Like that's saying I'm America I want to be America all the way.
Right.
Like all the way. So I think it's really dirty. And I mean they do this a lot with our vets. You know, a lot of our vets, they don't treat vets like anything, man. They treat vets like dirt for real.
Yeah, also Key said, yeah, if you don't die, we're going to detain you.
Exactly.
I mean, that's crazy.
Wild, bro.
That's crazy.
I was thinking maybe we should have some sort of like thing in the army or in the military where if you are undocumented, you have to serve. And when you do serve, you get immigration status.
Okay, that actually might be a really good idea, bro.
The only argument to that, and I'm thinking like in loopholes, because laws always have loopholes. It's like, it could be a threat to safety if this person was a spy or something like that.
True.
But at the same time, if they're really trying to be citizens, this will give them access to do so.
Yeah. So actually, we just looked it up as a team here. Appreciate you, Tommy, off screen. So apparently proceedings is governed by immigration law, not the military. So serving allows a fast-tracked eligibility, but the immigrant would still then have to apply for naturalization, pass background checks, complete the paperwork and the interviews. And if that process is not finished, then citizenship is not granted by default.
What? That's
I mean,
wild, bro.
Don't let me get caught up in no paperwork. Did I put my line on the line or not? My life on the line or not?
Yeah, and that is crazy that they will allow you to die for the country, but don't allow you just to become a citizen right
I
off
need
the
you to fill out
bat.
this paperwork real quick.
Hey, man, you done did your 4 years? Hey, all right, come on down here. Come on down here. Do you want to become a citizen or not? Yeah, I do. Well, yeah, man, you got to do all this, bro. I just got shot for y'all.
Exactly.
Yeah. So his attorney is saying that he doesn't have any protection from deportation, so he's probably going to eventually go through that process. And Wade's family has launched the change.org petition and
Just about to look that
fundraiser
up.
as a deportation remains possible. So if you're trying to help this family out, you could go to change.org and sign this petition. Look up
Yes.
Godfrey Wade.
Yeah, I just looked it up. There's apparently 1,330 verified signatures of people who are trying to keep this man in the country.
Right.
Yeah. He was another situation where he was brought into the country as a child, as a lawful permanent resident. So, for him, this is just pretty much the only country he's ever known.
Yeah.
So that's,
It's unfortunate too, because I've been seeing like online people say black people are getting deported too. Dang, I hate to say it, but I didn't really believe it, and I'm seeing it right now.
Yeah.
I can't believe it.
Yeah. Well, we'll have our eye on everything ICE because we know we've talked about ICE coming here to Metro Atlanta. And so, we imagine there's going to be stories coming out of that and we'll have our eye on them. In the meantime, I don't know what's going on with these kids, but police say that a former elementary student at Herds Ferry Elementary School came back to the school and assaulted multiple kids and a staff member.
Yeah, kids, I don't get why he assaulted the kids again, but the staff members, I still don't get it. But I'm gonna read you what happened.
Okay.
Fulton County Schools say it happened during recess on the playground. The suspect is now a middle school student, according to Fulton County Schools. School police detained the suspect on campus. Parents of the suspect were contacted by the school. Several students sustained minor injuries and were evaluated by medics. Okay. Now the school district has not confirmed whether a weapon was used. An active investigation into the incident is ongoing, and counseling resources were made available to students following the incident. Now, here's my thing. You really, and I don't know if this kid was bullied or not. I have no idea what was going on with this kid, but something had to happen traumatic to this child for him to come, or for them to come back to that school and to do what they did. All right. So it doesn't matter. We have to start internally looking at the kids at the school and evaluating what these kids are actually doing to other children, because kids are mean, man.
Oh, yeah.
Kids are mean. So for this child to come from middle school, a whole nother school, he done left his elementary school to come back, that had to weigh on this person for years or months after he left school for them to come back and do this. And then he remembered all of, bruh.
See, that's why I don't really know what's going on here. Because if we're talking about you are in middle school now, first of all, how did you get out of class to get to the elementary school to do this at recess, which would say to me that this is at some point during school hours.
Yeah.
So somebody lost you. Like, they lost you. Or your homeschool. I mean, I don't know how a middle schooler just surprise ends up at an elementary school, but like, whatever. It happened. He gets there. She gets there. We weren't told if it was a boy or a girl from what I can see in the notes here. But student gets there. You're in middle school. You're older than all of them. You came back to younger kids to go do what? I mean, just to attack students and a staff member on the playground, according to police?
Yeah, either it was. I always say it's two things, man. It's either bullying or this kid has mental disability. You know what I mean?
Now, I can't even say bullying because as a preschool teacher, I mean, I dealt with 4-year-olds, elementary school kids, and even growing up in elementary school, everybody was cool with everybody. I don't feel like people started separating into their own little groups and started to be mean to other groups until we got into middle school.
I remember.
So
yeah.
how much damage could these elementary kids have done to you? Because you really don't start realizing bullying until you're like 12, 13 years old.
Nah, dog.
In middle school, come on now, 6th grade, that's where all the bullying went down. It was not elementary. Elementary was a breeze. Elementary was a breeze.
How old are you? 25, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I'm 35, you're 31. Now, everybody, we all went to school at different times, all right? These kids growing up way, way different than how we grew up, dog. Like, they got the internet is at their, I mean, literally their palms. All of them got phones. All of them got Snapchat. All of them got Instagram. All of them got TikTok. They all want to be famous. They all want to be, I'm an Instagram celebrity. I'm this, that, and the third. They all got the hottest stuff and all this stuff like that. So, bruh, they live at a different time. Yeah, it was probably not that big of a deal back in the day. We probably didn't make cliques and stuff like, bruh, these kids, I'm telling you now, bruh, when I go back to my mom's elementary school sometimes, those kids are very much so clicked up. Them little girls be in their little cliques, them little boys be in their little cliques. They be picking on. I had to stop a little boy one time for picking on a little kid for having bad shoes. So I went out, bought the boy some shoes, and then made the little boy stunt on the other little boy because he had J's and he didn't. I just did that because I felt it in my heart.
It was personal.
It was personal at that point.
I mean? Yeah.
But that happens though, Million. Like we didn't do it back when because we were so outside loving this and that. But nowadays, bruh, these kids are bullies and it start young, bruh. Hate to break it to you.
Bruh, not in elementary school though, bro.
Yes, it does. My mom works at an elementary school, man. Like I'm telling you what I see verbatim. Like when I go up there, I see it.
So then from somebody with your perspective, when you go into these schools, like can you see how a kid would come back to the elementary school? Because from where I sit,
100%.
it does seem like, if you've graduated on and you're away from the building, like at least, when we were coming up, it's like you go to high school, you go to whatever. Yeah, you still have some of the same people that you went to middle school with, but it's like we're anew.
For sure.
We can reinvent ourselves. You know what I mean? Especially if you're changing from like, one set of kids to another. To go back to your elementary school, you could like see that happen.
1,000%.
That's crazy because I'm older. I got age on you,
bro. Kids are mean, bro. Kids are mean.
I'm just saying the rate of mean from elementary school is not compared to a middle school.
Yes,
dog.
it is.
No, it's not.
These
middle schoolers are really creative.
Yeah, so is elementary school.
No, elementary school, they're still talking about boo-boo head.
No, they not,
big
dog.
head.
No, they're not.
Bro, it's like elementary. They really just don't know the world. They don't know how to roast. They don't know how to flame. It starts getting really bad in middle school.
Listen, you did daycare, right?
Yes, pre-K.
I'm talking about real elementary school from kindergarten to 5th grade. We're talking about 5th grade kids that know vocabulary very well. They're able to use phones and all this. Bruh, they pick up stuff and they soak in all of the jokes and this and the third. Bruh, you can't tell me that these kids don't know how to roast. You just can't.
Personally, I blame every adult that has anything to do with these kids who are involved in bullying, because something is clearly wrong with this child. Like something has been going wrong that he left wherever he was, however he got back to the elementary school to go and pick and assault, according to police, students and a teacher. Like that kid needed some kind of help.
Yeah.
At some point.
And how much damage can a middle schooler do to adults? Like how are
they
getting beat up? That's
the way
crazy.
I perceived it was that maybe the teacher tried to stop them, and then he just kept, or she just kept, whoever it is. I don't know, but that's,
But I'm also looking at it. I mean, 5th grade is 10 to 11 years old. That's the highest it could go. And mind you, in elementary school, they still make sure to separate. You're not intermingling with third graders, fourth graders, unless it's on the bus or something like that.
After school program, you are.
I would like to see when we get more studies on this or reports on this, if the kids that he beat up on, what grade were they in? Because I could only see it really going down to 5th grade.
You'd have, so I assume it was 5th grade, because 10 to 12, if we're talking about 10 to 11 and then 11 to 12 for 6th grade, they're not that far apart.
No.
Right.
And they were just in school together.
But that would assume that the 4th graders was being super mean, and that's even crazier. Like I just
while
can't
they were in
see
5th grade,
right.
They would have been potentially. I mean, because we don't know anything about that. But speaking of crazy situations, honestly, involving schools, a family is suing Rockdale schools, claiming that a teacher bullied their child so badly that child committed suicide.
Yeah, so the family of Brandon Vargas, a 12-year-old student at Edwards Middle School, has announced a lawsuit against Rockdale County. Vargas died on October 22nd, 2025 from a self-inflicted gunshot wound, according to the family. Now, the family is saying that the 6th grader did this because allegedly, the student was dealing with humiliation by the teacher, by the math teacher, despite Vargas having no prior history of school-related bullying. So they're alleging that it was the teacher that was causing the bullying, not the students.
That's crazy.
Oh, that teacher would have felt all the wrath of me, bro.
Oh my God.
All the wrath,
boy,
bro. What? You bullied my child into him? What? You gonna have to see me.
Not only that, but apparently people who were representing the family say that the family tried to bring the concerns to the school multiple times and nothing was done.
That's always what happens. That's always what happens.
Nothing meaningful was done.
That's always what happens, bro. They shrug bullying under the rug and they go, oh no, we'll fix it. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Hey, don't do that anymore. Or, hey, don't. Bro, y'all don't realize that is causing mental warfare with these children, man. Yeah. They don't know how to regulate their emotions well. They don't know how to take bullying. I could if somebody was to bully me today, I could take it and whatever, bro. Yeah, whatever. You're bullying me. I could care less. But as a child, you want to fit in so much and you want to be liked and you want to, bro, you are going up in this social meter of life. It's hard. It's hard, bro. So for you to, as a grown adult, to bully a child, hey, dog, under the jail.
So this is also a middle school, which, like, to your point, is like the hardest years where you're kind of going through puberty. You're changing from that kid body to your adult body, and there's acne, and there's braces, and there's glasses, and there's, all this stuff that you're trying to learn how to be an adult kind of for the first time when you get to middle school. That's the first time you're not just worried about playing and, being outside or playing on video games or whatever. So the fact that, like, to your point, a teacher doesn't recognize, like, I can't be a part of the problem as is accused here, that would be insane. But I also think that our kids these days are very sensitive.
Yeah. Oh, well, that,
you know what I mean? Like
that as well.
It's kind of problematic in itself that our kids don't know how to withstand some of this bullying. And I don't want to put it on the victim, especially not in this case, because there's no excuse. If there's anything that this teacher has done that led to this, I mean, there's just no excuse. The district does say that they did a review and it didn't substantiate the claims that the family made. And they say that they've only gotten a demand letter, not a filed lawsuit, that the demand letter is financial damages, policy changes, anti-bullying enforcement, suicide risk training. But just in general, like, I think we really have to have a conversation as a community that we gotta boost our kids back up. I think the woke culture got a lot of people very soft in a way where so many kids are being taken out by their own hands because of bullying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I get that. That kids are being taken out by their own hands by bullying, but this is from a grown man, though. Mm-hmm. Like, as an adult, if it allegedly, again, we don't necessarily know exactly what happened here, but if they're alleging that it was a grown man bullying my child.
Was it a man?
Or a math teacher. I'm sorry. I'm already saying that it's a man. A math teacher bullying my child. Regardless, that's an adult, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A kid shouldn't have to go through something like that. Like, I don't want to prepare my kid to talk back to an adult. Like, have to go back and forth with an adult.
Yeah.
Because I want them to respect an adult. that's one of the things that frustrates me. And as a former teacher, I'm thinking about it. I made sure to have clear boundaries because I understand that some of these teachers like to be funny sometimes, like to relate to the kids and have jokes here and there, but it's a boundary because at one point in time, you could get too friendly with the kids.
Yeah.
And when you get too friendly with the kids, that's when they start stepping over the line a little bit with you.
Yeah.
And then you gradually step over the line with them. You have to maintain that boundary. You have to let them know that I am the adult. I will respect you as a child. And that's one of the if the teacher was actually doing this, I'm just like extremely disappointed in the teacher. Like for you to even have an allegation like this is like mind blowing.
Yeah.
And to your point, Lana, about how these kids are soft nowadays, y'all need to start bullying y'all kids at home. All right.
No, honestly.
Listen. I say it in a joking manner, but it is kind of serious, bro. Like, teach your kids how to joke on each other and joke and this, that, and the third, bro, to build their skin up. It sounds crazy to say, and it does, and it is, I say it funny, but teach your kids how to joke, bruh. Teach your kids how to, like, have that thick skin. Like, build this thick skin on your child. Bruh, I swear to you, I never once took anything serious. I've been joked on my entire life since I was a kid. Nothing ever got under my skin, bro, really. Never been bullied, nothing really got under my skin like that because I got at home that same treatment.
Yeah.
So it was not anything bad. But I see what you're saying. I feel you where your what you call it come from, Million.
Right. You could build them up all you want, but again, that's a grown adult.
100%. I understand.
That's not excusing the adult, but the
no.
situation is what it is with children in general. Like, this is outside of this scenario. Bullying is really taking people out, and we should always address the bulliers, but you also have to try to do your best to tell your kid, like, do not let them. There is no world where anybody says something to you and you should harm yourself from it.
For sure.
I would tell my kid, if you're getting bullied to the extent that you're going to harm yourself, I'll move us across the state.
Bruh.
There's no world. You know what I mean? So these kids, like, they just don't have really, like, I think a way forward in their minds. And that's where I'm saying we got to tell, like, it's not that serious.
Y'all are of an older generation. Y'all are built on sticks and stones don't break my bones.
Flat out.
It's true.
Flat out.
It's literally
words
true.
will never hurt me. Like, y'all are built on being harder. It's like a harder generation. Y'all, social media is way worse than anything that y'all can act like y'all are gonna like.
Exactly.
Like y'all can say.
I had social media now.
Me too.
There was bullying on social media. You couldn't let it take
I had
you.
Facebook when Facebook Friday. Now I had MySpace, brother.
I'm saying the issue shouldn't be make their skin tougher and all this because again, there's no amount of preparation for some of the bullying that could happen to you.
So what are you gonna do? Like, change the world?
Yeah.
You can't control anybody else.
Exactly.
But your kid, like, and how your kid can withstand this, because the world is what it is. I've had bosses bully the heck out of me. I'm supposed to go kill myself. I mean, you're not gonna get away from it.
Nah, it's everywhere. And now we're in a space where it's about to happen a bunch more.
Oh my God.
You dig what I'm saying? So, yes, we do live in a generation where sticks and stone may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Because, bruh, words have never hurt me.
And what is the alternative?
Like, bruh, words have never hurt me. The only time it will hurt me is when you put your hands on me. And then after that, then we can talk.
Then it's up.
Yeah, but other than that, bruh, you saying words means nothing to me. Means nothing to me.
I think it got to be deeper than that. It has to be deeper than that somewhere. Like, it's because, again, people take things in differently.
Yeah, for sure.
You can't. There's no way you can just prepare somebody for something that somebody's gonna say. It's implausible in my opinion. No,
you can. No, I think you definitely can. I've been
giving
prepared.
up.
Yeah, I've been prepared. I have been prepared. I'm not even gonna sit here and hold you. I have been prepared. I bet you can't say that to anybody in New York. Everybody in New York has been prepared for anything. They tough as nails. Tough as nails, bro.
Suicide rates would say differently though. That's all I'm saying.
No, there's nothing. I think what you're saying has merit. Like, there's the bullying on social media is crazy. It does make the problem worse, but you can't, like, it's going to happen regardless. There's nothing you can do to stop it. So the only thing you can control is, look, my son, my daughter, no matter what you see, it literally does not matter enough to take your life.
Exactly.
Bullying in general has to be addressed as a whole other topic, because why are all these kids like bullying people? That's etiquette. You know, adults don't get on social media and have good etiquette. You know, adults get on there and say, when we first started this show, we started this show off getting bullied out the wazoo.
Flat out.
But it's like, what are we supposed to do? You're not going to stop me from doing the show.
Not at
I
all.
just got to take it on the chin and keep it moving.
Push.
So it is what it is for these kids as well. They're not being taught that. And to your point, we just looked it up. New York City's overall suicide rate is significantly lower than the U.S. average.
So
Yeah.
just be meaner, react like New York.
No, you just can't let it phase you.
Yeah, New York. I'm not saying New York reacts anyway. New York don't react. They don't care. Like them folks just don't care. Like there's a lot of people that are just built differently. They're just built indestructible, bruh. Like you can't hurt them. And granted, yes, things that people say might affect you, but I would never let it get to a point to where I'm like, man, I gotta go. I gotta go. Because, dog, I'm going to wake up tomorrow and everything they said yesterday is going to be yesterday.
Not only that, but like, how old am I? I'm 13. You got your
Whole
whole life ahead. Like, whatever's happening right now literally does not matter. You know what I mean? Like, they even tell you your grades matter.
Yeah.
To where it's like, if you don't get good grades, you're going to ruin your life. That's not even true either.
Not true.
You know what I mean? Because you might have a talent outside of what the grades tell you to do. So it doesn't. I don't know. But I will say, like Miro said, New York is like, it's just too cold. We don't have time for it. Like, we just moving. So, also, Keys, you're from New York. You're saying we don't care or we're going to come back at you with something funnier.
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
I hear it.
But I will say, because the threat is what it is, there's a scenario where kids in Georgia may all have to walk through metal detectors in certain school buildings soon. This is what our lawmakers here in Georgia are weighing right now.
Yeah, House Bill 1023 requires Georgia public schools to use weapon detection sensors systems in certain school buildings, public school systems. So just be on the lookout for this. This is something that's they're trying to push through the Senate and the House. And we'll just have to see if it goes through.
Yeah, it's sad that it's come to this.
Right.
You know, they've been doing this kind of since I was in school, like kind of floating these metal detectors around. But now, like, the situation is a lot worse with, guns coming into schools. So, we'll have our eye on that. And we have to go to a quick break, but we will be right back with more stories after this. Welcome back to Hot 97 News Atlanta. And listen to this. 55 people just got arrested in connection with a drug ring accused of moving kilos of fentanyl and meth.
That's crazy, man. Yes,
Crazy.
So federal investigators arrested 55 people tied to a large-scale drug trafficking operation based in South Georgia. Authorities say the network imported drugs directly from China and distributed them across multiple U.S. cities, including Atlanta. This happened in Glenn County, Georgia. The operation had reached across several states. They called this investigation Operation Powder Island. All right. Now, this was led by the Federal Bureau of Investigation with state and local partners. Nearly 200 agents, deputies, and officers were involved. Now, they say the 55 people who were charged in connection with the drug ring, at least 48 arrests occurred Wednesday. There's one woman named in the indictment, and she has not been arrested yet. Now, here's everything that they were trafficking, all right? Authorities say suspect trafficked large quantities of drugs, fentanyl, methamphetamines, and MDMA. Drugs were allegedly shipped from China into the U.S. and then redistributed. Now, China is distributing drugs. I didn't know that they was really...
We are on attack.
I didn't know that.
We're attacked.
Wait, what?
I thought it was just Mexico that was doing all this.
Oh, no. Mexico and China are the biggest.
China's coming through with the drugs like that,
because they have the precursor chemicals that you make all this stuff with. And that comes down here and
they
it's
mix
put
it in
together
Mexico,
in Mexico.
Boom.
South America's got, just the lines and stuff, and then it makes its way here. Yeah, man.
Okay.
You don't want to do anything for... Best that you don't.
Nah, yeah. I wasn't gonna go. I wasn't gonna hit a million. I wasn't gonna hit a million. No.
So does it say what the demographic was of the 55 people that was arrested at all? Or?
No. It doesn't give too much information on that.
Would it be safe to say we deport them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if they're not citizens?
Yeah, if they're not citizens, 100%. But I mean, I don't think all 55 of the people that were arrested were, not. I mean, it didn't say. I mean, it didn't say it all.
That's still crazy though. Like that China is actually putting their fingers. Wow. I was about to say
pause.
Wait a minute.
That was about to be wild.
You guys are so immature.
Are putting their hands in America. Wow, that even sounds worse too. I had to change it though.
I think they're just like doing it for money. And it's not like the Chinese government, you know what I mean? Well, I mean, as far as I know, it's not the Chinese government accusing this. It's just from what I understand, you know, at least from the movies that I always thought was just like, you know, made up. But now I'm realizing some of this stuff has real roots. The Yakuza, you know how like even in some of these South American drug shows or drug movies, there will be some kind of interaction with the Yakuza. So it'll be like the Sinaloa cartel. And then like some people who are Asian will come in and they're just like, you know, killing people and stuff like that. And they're also involved in the drug trade. I didn't know. I guess I should have known that it was kind of loosely based on real life. Oh, I thought you just looked it up.
Well,
Can you look up the
like,
Yakuza and see
I
if
thought that was Japanese.
Is that Japanese?
Yeah.
So then I really don't know. Oh, the triads. Oh, the triads.
Is
Chinese are the triads. You see those too?
See, here's the thing I really am still perplexed about, and I keep asking this question. I didn't know Atlanta was like pushing this much weight through the city, bro. Like, I did not know. Like, I knew you got your little drug dealers here and there and stuff like that, but I didn't know that we was actually like, I thought it was just Florida right there.
Yeah.
But no, Atlanta got the packs.
They said we're the world's busiest airport.
What? Atlanta has the packs coming, bro. I did not know that.
And Atlanta, you can get literally anywhere.
You can.
From 20 and 75 and shoot, what goes all the way down to
285?
85? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the 95 corridor, it all runs like all these roads kind of like map right here. So you can just disperse this stuff from Atlanta.
Yeah, I did not know that, bro. As I'm starting to read these more and more, I'm just like, wait a minute now, bro. We've been doing it like that. Hold on now. I thought BMF was done. Like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I thought that era was finished.
No, seriously. It's sad because it's like, man, this stuff can kill people.
Yeah.
But that's why my argument has been from the beginning, why do we have so many shows that glorifies this stuff?
100%.
In the shows and the movies about drug dealing, you're always rooting for the drug dealers. You're always rooting that they get away from the DEA, that the police crash and go over a bridge instead of getting to the bad guys. It's like that's the culture we're setting for ourselves. And then we want to say, people are doing drugs. People are addicted to drugs. Like, how is this happening? Like, it's on TV. It's in the songs. It's in the music.
True.
Yeah. We also got to just think like a lot of these drugs that we do have, like it listed what MDMA, fentanyl,
and methamphetamines.
Methamphetamines. I mean, those drugs. Correct me if I'm wrong, fact checker, but those drugs primarily come from out of state. I like they have to come from somewhere else almost.
No, I don't think.
No, you think you can make a meth? You can make MDMA at home?
Yeah.
Let me look that up.
Do you think you can make
Have
a
you
meth
seen
lab?
what is that on was it HBO? The Meth Show.
Breaking Bad?
Yeah,
of course.
They dang near taught you how to do it.
Yeah, literally broke down the steps of how to get it done.
I'm looking at it right now. It says methamphetamine and MDMA primarily come from global sources such as Mexico, China, Southeast Asia, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you think your homeboy is the one that got the pack on them? They're the ones distributing it. I mean, they're just the middleman. They really the small middleman. There's big dogs in its other countries that's playing a part in it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. But there's definitely people here that are making it though. I mean, let's not don't be discredit us like we can't make no drugs out here now, dog. like we don't know how to create drugs too. You know, not to say that that's a good thing. I'm just saying, dang, don't give China and all the credit. God, dog.
I'm not giving them credit. I'm just drawing attention. They're playing with us, bro.
Okay.
Well, it's getting in here at the levels it's getting in here somehow. So they've got to have some kind of collaboration some kind of way.
Yeah.
Like I've said from the beginning, how did all these really harmful, dangerous, deadly drugs make it to the hood? These people in China don't know where the hoods are. How did crack make it to the hood first? You know what I mean? Like it had to. That doesn't even make any sense when you sit around and think about it. It's almost as if it were on purpose. You know what I mean? Like because the black community, when you think about the black community, the trajectory we were on was like slavery. We're getting up out of slavery. We got to bust up. We got to, get together. We got to get out of slavery. And then we kind of get a couple leagues from there. And it's like, okay, civil rights. We're going to get treated better. Civil rights. We have communities where we look out for each other. We did the whole Montgomery bus boycott for over a year. We said we are all not riding the buses. We are in leagues with each other. And then eventually drugs hit the hoods and now we're shooting each other.
Yeah.
Now we're killing each other. Now we don't trust each other. Now if somebody who's black, a black man, walks on the same side of the street as me at night, I might move across the other street and I'm black. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what's been beat into us. So it's like that. I mean, how did that happen?
Yeah.
Now, how did that happen?
Now, I understand that the government does play a part in that, right? And it's true. You're right. It does play a major part in that. But people are crafty. We just reported on a story the other day where Shadi was putting drugs in charcoal bags.
Yeah.
And distributing them out.
Crafty.
Massive amounts. That's creative as ever.
It is.
So it's like, I don't know if it's just our government. And I guess we
said
would
it was
have
the
to
government.
see. Yeah. Or...
I said
She
somehow.
She said somebody.
Somehow it
All
got
right.
to
She
the
didn't
hood.
even
you're
say
right. I
somebody.
give you
She
that.
said somehow.
Somehow.
I said somebody.
You ain't gonna get me.
My bad.
Fair. But yeah, I don't know. Let's just keep an eye on the other countries a little bit more.
Well, at the same time, it's interesting where we say like China's our adversary for, reasons not, unsimilar to this, but at the same time, everything is made in China. Everything is made in China. We trade with China out the wazoo. All our companies make all their stuff over there and send it over here because it's cheaper. So how am I an adversary when I'm literally I hate you? All right, now let's go in and do business. You know what I mean? How much I really hate you if I'm doing a significant amount of business with you. I don't know. I don't get that either, but we got to move on because there was an ex-jailer here in Georgia accused of having sexual relations with an inmate multiple times. So this actually happened down in Taylor County, if I am not mistaken. Yes, Taylor County. There's a former jailer who's been arrested, and the investigation started actually because they got a tip. So the sheriff's office got a tip alleging that a jail employee was having these relations with an inmate. So they went in there and did an internal investigation immediately. And they said that tip checked out. This man, I believe we have his photo, don't we? Yes. This is the suspect, and he is accused of having relations with that female inmate at least 3 times. So he's obviously now been fired, and it's been forwarded to the prosecutor's office for review. The case has. And obviously this is illegal. It is strictly prohibited under Georgia law, and it is a serious felony.
Yeah, man, I said this before and I'll say it again. Men should not be working in women's prisons. I said it before, I'll say it again. Men should be not working in women's. You gave a man too much authority over women, 1, that are broken, 2, that like are all the way down on their luck, 3, that really don't have nothing else to lose. So if this dude is probably like, hey, I'll give you the X, Y, and Z for whatever. You got to do this for me. A lot of those women gonna do it. You know what I mean? They ain't got nothing else on the outside, or they ain't got enough money coming in on the inside, or if I can give her an extra tray or whatever the case may be. It's like, so I honestly think that men should not be allowed in women's prisons as COs, because a lot of them are freaky deaky anyway. You know what I mean? They can't control themselves at all. So it's like, you get them around these girls and with power, you're gonna get this.
So do you think it's the same way for like women that do it?
Nope.
Oh, that like women jailers for men's facilities?
Really?
Nope.
We've reported on a couple stories like that.
But I'm gonna tell you, but it's way less. It's way less in for women to be COs in men's facilities than men to be COs in women's facilities. And I'm gonna tell you why. Women, a lot of women have self-control. But the only way it happens in the facility, if the woman, is down on her luck, like she ugly. I mean, in a sense, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. Y'all wanted me to explain?
You can't prove that, Dale.
Oh, I can prove it. I can prove it. And because a lot of those women aren't giving it up to those men, bro. No.
So no baddie prison guards that are women that work in a male facility could have been taken down by like a guy.
Negative.
You don't think the way I would see that happening is if potentially you have all of these men, so suddenly all these people with these aggressive, masculine, testosterone tendencies are all behind bars looking at this one woman up and down like bait. To some of them, some of them are literally accused of taking it by force.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Who are in there. And what if they also had money or power or connections on the outside where they said, look, you're going to need to do this, or this is going to happen to you or your family, or this is what I can give you. I know you look a little broke to me. You know, what if I could drop $1,000 in your mailbox? You know what I mean? Like, you don't see that happening that way?
Like I said, again, down bad or ugly.
Oh my God.
Like, hey, you're not getting no girl in there. No woman that has self-respect is going to ever put herself in a position to even be remotely persuaded by a dude in prison to do that. Like, bro, I've had family members in prison.
Yeah.
I've had stories, and I've always asked, like, yo, did anybody ever knock down a prison guard? And they always tell me, yeah. And I said, how do they look? And they always would tell me, I would never show you her. I would never walk around with. Always. It's always a story. Always a story.
I'm actually looking up right now. Are there reasons given for why women want to be a correctional officer? Like, if there's ever been
the benefits can't be that good.
Because I'm curious. Like, why would I want to even put myself in that position? It's noble. You know what I mean? Like, they need guards in a lot of these cases, but there are several reasons apparently. Okay, so job stability, good benefits, pay and overtime opportunities, career path into law enforcement, the desire to help or rehabilitate people, and I guess they may align with what the requirements would be, or just the kind of temperament you must need to have with what the job requires. So let's say I know that I am very patient. I'm very patient. I know that I have the judgment, the emotional intelligence, the crisis management to be able to handle all of this stuff, and I want to be able to rehab people. Maybe that's why women might go into that situation, because it's a good point.
I don't know, Dale. I think you're discrediting the prison guards. I mean, the prisoners at that point. Some of them might really have game.
Boy, shut.
I'm just saying they might really have game.
Oh my
For you
God.
to, I don't know. I'm just saying some of them might just really have game.
What?
Some of them could be fine now.
I ain't say that.
Oh yeah, you was.
I didn't say that. That's what Lana just said. I didn't say that. Now.
Wait a minute. Hold on now. He was.
I ain't say that.
Some of them got some game. Hey, they can really talk you. They can talk you out your drawers. Now that's it.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's pretty much what you said.
But that's all I'm saying though. Like in this situation too. I mean, the dude that actually was in the jail with the women. It's like. Couldn't you say the same thing for guy jailers? Can't you just say, hey, no self-respecting man would allow himself to get put in that position? Like, why are we just gonna sit here and act like it's only women that has self-respect and, you know, control? I have control. They should have control. I don't think every man that works there doesn't have control.
Really?
I mean, I'm just saying that. I just don't. Really? Yes, I'm just saying. You think that lowly of men? Pretty much.
Yeah.
Men just got zero self-control whatsoever.
1,000%.
Dang. That's unfortunate.
1,000%. Dog, you're talking about giving somebody that power. Like a lot of those dudes have never had power before. You got to understand, man, a lot of these people get these certain jobs of power because they've always been picked on or they always been less than in their life, bro. That's why a lot of police become police officers. That's why a lot of ICE agents became ICE agents. That's why a lot of these people become these power positions because they've been nothing in their entire life. So this is their point. This is their point to be something, to tell somebody what to do. Oh, I'm finally can be the head honcho and I can be the big. Yeah, of course. So once you get that type of power and you probably don't get a lot of women in your average life, this is the best place ever for you.
And women don't fall into that category at all. There's no power hungry women either.
Down bad?
Golly.
Thank you.
What is with you?
That's all I gotta say. 2 words.
They don't have to be down bad, but points were made, points were heard. There is another man in the metro accused of impersonating an officer to sexually assault a woman in Gwinnett County.
Yeah, this is crazy. A DeKalb County man is facing rape, armed robbery, and impersonation charges, all right? Police say he's pretended to be a law enforcement officer to sexually assault a woman at a Gwinnett County motel. I told y'all about the motels and inns. Trying to tell y'all.
Million.
Xavier Anderson, 31 DeKalb County, located in Duluth. On January 4th, Anderson approached the victim and claimed he was a police officer. Authorities say he pulled out a gun to intimidate her. Anderson allegedly zip-tied the woman's wrist and covered her mouth with tape. Police say he sexually assaulted her with a weapon inside the motel room. Around 5 a.m., he left the victim with restraint in the room. He is accused of stealing her cash and cell phone before fleeing.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he's wild for that one, bro.
This happened at the Studio 6 Motel
Studio 6 Motel. Yep.
on Breckenridge Boulevard near Duluth.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Impersonating a police officer is crazy. That's already a federal offense right there, bro. Like impersonating police officer is a federal offense in itself. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's a sick one.
Yeah,
Oh my
crazy.
God.
Crazy, bro. Folks be wild. Folks will do anything out here, bro. Anything. That's wild. So,
But you know what? Sometimes these ages 31 years old. Like now that I'm older, that's not that old to be doing stuff like this. Like what
what do you
has
mean?
gone wrong? Like I think when I was a kid, like when I was like, 15 or 12 or whatever, I'd hear 31 and think, "Oh, that's old." Now that when you get to be 30, you're like, "Oh, I'm still, I'm not it's not that old." I don't know. It just seems like what are you doing? Not that there's an age that you would think to just do something like this, but there's a whole young and dumb aspect to like 21-year-old crimes, 22-year-old crimes.
yeah.
I would have thought this would have happened if you were just young and dumb, or if you were older and just like have nothing left to lose and you just have the crime life. Like you're too grown for this, but you're
grown.
also too, like, what are you doing?
You also could have used the impersonation of a police officer to do way other thing, like way other things.
Well, that's
not anything. But I'm just.
true.
What
I mean, I guess if you're going to impersonate a police officer, you could do many a thing.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying y'all be taking my jokes. I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just
You
saying
could have robbed a store.
you could have.
You could have pulled people over for no reason. What?
You could have. That's all I'm saying.
Why do you think like this?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. My brain.
You need to go to jail.
My brain needs to be studied for sure.
Lock him up.
Lock him up.
Look, whoever impersonates the officer throws in jail.
Yeah, 100%. Throw him in jail.
Needs to get thrown in jail.
Throw him in jail.
Yeah, man. And I wonder if they should get I wonder how they're received. Like, how they say officers in jail get terrible treatment and that people who abuse children get terrible treatment in jail and in prison. I wonder how people, like, if you impersonate the officer, do people be like,
Well, this guy did something terrible to a woman, so
That's true.
He probably will get his.
This is a side.
Yeah.
This is a whole other, because I would imagine if he's found guilty of this, I would hope actually that he has a terrible time.
He'll
in
get
prison.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
he'll
Like,
get
if this
beat
is
down.
true, because that's horrifying.
But a person that's impersonating
In
a
general.
officer and then he goes to jail for doing like a regular crime, I don't know, man. They might look at you as like a snitch or something like that. Like, why you want to play a cop, dog? Like, you want to be one of them?
To do crime.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe they might be like, hey, brother, how'd you get into that? How'd you do that? Where'd you get your outfit from? You know
What
what I
site
mean?
you ordered this
Yeah.
from?
Where did you get this from? You
That's
know?
crazy.
Hey, how about when you get out and we both get out of here? Let's be
See,
good.
and
Let's be good cop, bad cop.
that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, that's
Then we go. Then we really getting
Crazy.
we're gonna move on. Where this gets weird.
Crazy.
Sorry, bro.
Okay, it's the weekend, y'all. So Hot 97 Atlanta is here to help you out with some things to do in Atlanta.
Oh yeah. My bad. I was still thinking about the cops. My bad. I was still thinking about the cops.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, go again.
It's the weekend, so Hot 97 Atlanta is here to help you out with some things to do in the city.
Yes, you dig. So look, this weekend's got some pretty cool stuff. 3 fun things that I think everybody should be doing this weekend. You got Atlanta Oyster Fest, which is February 7th, which is Saturday, which is tomorrow. Yes, it is back at Park Tavern in Piedmont Park, which is one of my favorite festivals to go to in the city. I love Oyster Fest. Bring a full day. It is 21 and up, but you can bring your kids as long as they have there with you. Rain or shine, it will go down at Park Tavern for the Oyster Fest. I love this festival. I probably will be there.
Hold on one second. So this is, again, in Piedmont Park. Do they have the oysters out just in the open?
No, have you never been to Oyster Fest?
I've never been to this one. I thought
man.
you were going to say the one. I think it's in Cobb County, the one I've been
Oh,
to.
nah, man. Oyster Fest is inside Park Tavern. So it's like this big, they buckets of ice with oysters. They walk around with oysters upstairs, but it's not like outside, but it's inside of Park Tavern. Like, you ever been to Park Tavern?
By Piedmont Park, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like inside of Park Tavern. Yeah,
Okay.
it's dope. It's super dope.
Because the one that I'm familiar with, they do a whole outside thing to it. Like, it's in the restaurant, but then it pours out onto the street.
No.
Okay, because there was an event in Atlanta Man, it was in Midtown. It was in that parking lot. Like, you know, that big parking lot when you're walking down, what is that, 14th Street before you get to Colony Square. There's a big parking lot they do events in sometimes. And they were doing like a crab.
Oh, yeah,
leg
yeah. Okay, yes, I do know.
thing.
Yes, I do
And
know. what you're-
everybody's outside cracking crab legs.
I mean, that's
and
how you're
like,
supposed to eat them.
oh,
Outside, girl.
it's the most, okay.
You ain't from the country. You ain't from the country.
No, I'm not cracking crab legs in the middle of the afternoon in a parking lot.
Oh, whoa, excuse us. Oh, my God.
It's like crab legs, like just shards of crab everywhere.
Delicious.
And people have to do it with their hands now, you know, and there's porta potties, not like a nice hand washing station. So you just nasty looking down at me.
No, you just bougie. Anyway.
All right, whatever.
So tonight is the grand opening of F1 Arcade. I don't know if you guys know about anything about the F1 Arcade. It's a F1 simulator arcade. Super duper dope. I've been already for the soft opening, but it is tonight at the Interlock in West Midtown. Doors open at 6 p.m. Get there. It's going to be super crowded. I guarantee you. It's awesome. And then Saturday and Sunday, there is a Atlanta Brick Con.
Come on, BrickCon.
It's Saturday and Sunday.
What?
To celebrate everything Lego with female creations.
Do you need a minute?
No, I don't. Hands-on building zone, game speakers, meet and greets, and then there is a 125-foot Lego RC off-road course to race on. Super dope. So that is Saturday and Sunday, Atlanta Brick Con. Again, that's gonna be dope.
I'm looking for the joke.
It's okay.
Did I miss it? Did I miss it?
No,
Did
no.
you miss it?
No. Hey,
Atlanta Brick Con.
Yeah, Brick Con. Hey, you guys go choose 1-3 of those. It's gonna be, I mean, enjoy your weekend though. I will be.
Oh, you're talking Legos.
Yeah.
Let me stop.
We got one more thing that's going on this weekend too. So
Am I just like an upstanding
we'll
citizen?
tell you after. We'll tell you after.
All
Okay.
right. Now this one is kind of weird. This is going on this weekend. It's a serial killer exhibit. It's going on in Atlanta. Yeah. So after drawing large crowds overseas, a serial killer exhibition is making its American debut in Atlanta's Pullman Yards, February 7th. Now, some of the things that you could go there and see. You can see Ted Bundy's dental mode, Jeffrey Dahmer's glasses, John Wayne Gacy's typewriter, and Bob Berdella's bone saw. So they just collect a whole bunch of different artifacts, and you know, they collect a whole bunch of different artifacts from serial killers, and then just put it out there for the people to see.
Yeah. So sorry. What were you thinking?
I was. This is what?
Well, because at Pullman Yards they do like crazy exhibits.
Yeah, Pullman
they got
Yards
some
tight.
real cool.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they might really do it big. But if you're confused about just like what y'all are thinking, that want like to go to something like this,
Why?
I'm not gonna lie. I've been in Savannah. It's actually very interesting. It's like crazy to see people's minds and how they actually could go so left, and they're putting it out there almost like it's a documentary. So you'll start seeing how crazy these people actually were, their writings. I think at one point I seen some of the letters from one of the serial killers had peed on the letter, and so they had like urine on the actual note. I didn't touch it, of course, but you know, it's there. It was just interesting. It's kind of interesting to see how left the human brain can get.
So that's what you be doing for fun out here,
Yeah,
huh?
we're gonna.
I guess,
We're
but
gonna take your black card.
It's not just me.
Black card will be
it's
taken.
not just me though.
You want to go see Ted Bundy's teeth with me tonight?
Man.
Look. The edition is 27,000 square feet. So
Yeah.
it's
It's
gonna
the
be big.
largest version ever presented, in fact, with more than 2,100 original artifacts connected to over 140 serial killers worldwide.
I'm not the only person that was interested. That's all I'm saying. Dahmer was just hot news last year. I'm just saying.
Okay. Well, that is going to do it for us, man. Have a great weekend, everybody, and we will see you next week.
Peace.